Hi, my name is Sophie Vandenberg and I'm from Casco Bay High School.
Hi, my name is Matt Susselvik and I'm also from Casco Bay High School.
And this morning we're going on a bus route, the new bus route that goes through all the high schools.
So we're super excited to be here today to be some of the first students to ride this bus along with other students and city officials, because I think we're on the right path towards a new future of public transit riders, and I think this is a great opportunity for high school students to just be riding the public bus.
Yeah, and I'm also personally excited about this because I think it's also a great opportunity for our students to learn how to ride public transportation, because not only is it sustainable and useful now, they'll probably be less hesitant to use it in the future.
There were free bus passes given out to Portland Public Schools students during the summer. Did you get a chance to practice during the summer?
I was gone all summer, so I actually couldn't, but I'm excited to ride it today and use the pass.
This summer, I've been taking full advantage of the summer pass. Before the summer, I'd maybe only ridden the metro maybe 2 or 3 times, but I can't count the many of times I've rode it this summer. It's been super helpful, and I've been riding it along with other students that I recognize, and it's really just so helpful this summer to have kids having access to free public transit.
Yeah, I personally didn't use it, but I know it's made a lot of people try it and want to try it to have the free one. Yeah.
And what about, I think some parents and kids worry that it's difficult to ride metro. Has that happened?
In my family, my parents are particularly happy that now I have a Metro Pass, because now I don't have an excuse to ask for a ride anywhere, so it's kind of on me. I know in other families that might be a different situation, but I'm feeling really optimistic, and with the kids I've talked to, it seems like it's not going to be a problem getting accustomed to riding the bus.
Yeah, for me it was intimidating at first just because I didn't really ever need to, but the free pass has made me want to try it and has made it less intimidating. Yeah.
Hello. So we just left Monument Square. We're heading slowly down Congress Street towards the neighborhood of Deering and then up to North Deering. I'll be announcing points of interest along the way as we go. Something that's great, I think, about the 9 is that it helps kids get around from the east end to the west end now, going across town and also looping around Portland, so you don't always have to transfer, you can just stay on the bus, and it'll give you 2 ways to go around town if you go from one side of town to the other, which is super important. Now we are in the heart of the Arts District. Crossing a high street, you see the revitalized Congress Park, the Portland Museum of Art, and our beloved State Theater. Coming up to Longfellow Square now, we're also running alongside the routes of 1 and 8 to provide high levels of service along Congress Street during the busy rush periods of the day.
That can be added on to the ABM. We don't have this episode of the project, so we can add it on. Welcome, first of all, to this sort of initial ride of the 9A for all of you. So we are on the 9A, and our driver, Rich Price, who I wanted to introduce also, is doing a great job announcing stops. So again, this is the 9A.
So now we're going to be turning on St. John Street, which was updated on August 16th. We used to go down Weymouth Street to cut over to Congress Street. Now we're going to be going down St. John Street along with the inbound 5. I got it all. I got it 3. I'm doing what I know.
St. John Street.
We're also near our famed Hadlock Field, home of the Sea Dogs. St. James Street. I'm pretty sure that goes up to that skate park for Pride and the field over there. So this bus stop here is in very easy walking distance to that park just over there. Coming up is the stop at Sewell Street, which will bring you in very close proximity to Concord coach lines and Amtrak's Downeaster to Boston. At Westgate, we'll be turning right onto Stevens Ave.
Like now, I mean, taking the metro versus, regular school buses. Well, it's a good
We're now crossing Brighton Avenue, where the intersection of the Crooked Mile lays. Yeah, after
would you let me know, maybe the stop before you're going to pull it? Sorry? Sure.
Crossing Woodford Street, we now arrive at Deering High School, home of the Rams. The bus stop's right across the street from the school.
Okay, can everybody hear me? I just want to make another quick announcement. So we're at Deering High School. We left Portland Library about 10:41 or 10:42 or so, and it's about 10:58 or so right now. Now we're at midday, so the traffic is a bit lighter, and I think between 7 and 8 will be a bit heavier. But basically about a 15 to 20 minute ride up from downtown Portland to up to here. I also wanted to point out that we just moved this bus stop to this location. It's just ahead of the crosswalk that you saw us pass, and we made that point quite often that we want kids to be crossing behind the bus after we've pulled up to the stop and not in front of the bus. So that's why we moved it to where it is. It's right at the main entrance. It's very convenient. So that's the reason we did that.
Going through Longfellow and then later Lincoln, soon to cross Pleasant Ave, this is a straight shot right up to North Deering and Casco Bay. Passing Lincoln Middle School now. Approaching the street of Forest Ave, we will slowly traverse the busy intersection of Morrow's Corner to continue along to Casco Bay.
CC working back there?
So now we're turning on to Allen Avenue to go up to Casco Bay and North Deering neighborhood. That's not
That is one man show. I appreciate it.
Like school buses, all metro buses stop at train crossings as well. Next stop, Casco Bay High School.
Casco Bay High School paths.
Doors will open on the right.
We're getting new pavement. Woohoo! New pavement.
Whoa!
They might know, but
Next stop, Washington Ave Extension at Northgate.
So now we're coming up to the end of Washington Avenue Extension. It's okay.
Okay, another quick announcement. I just wanted to, we're now on the, I guess, the eastern half of the city. So after we pass Casco Bay, as we headed up Washington Avenue, we're now sort of picking up Portland High School kids. So as we go through the neighborhoods we're coming up on and then down to Washington, the bus sort of shifts into picking up Portland High kids as we go into downtown Portland. So you can see that there'll be cycles of kids getting off the bus at different times, and so we rely on that to essentially allow our capacity to handle the loads. I forgot the other thing I was going to say. So we're passing into some of the neighborhood streets now in a few minutes. I want to remind everybody that these trips are only active, or these trips only pass through Summit, Ray, and Maine on those trips that are asterisked in the schedule. So if you look at the schedule, if you have it in front of you, it's important to bear in mind that only those extra trips are the ones that go through the neighborhoods. The other trips that are operating, that stay on Allen and Auburn and Washington, are still there. They're still able to be used. The kids who live in North Ding, we just have to walk a little bit extra distance to get to those trips. That's all.
Turning right onto Auburn Street, we begin our route back to downtown Portland.
Is there any student who is not eligible for it? A student who is not required for special
We turned onto Jackson Street now to serve more local streets of North Deering to pick up students going to school, Portland High, in the early morning.
That's a big improvement. So you're saying
Turning onto Summit Street now.
miles of one of the high schools, they could not.
Stops are located right in front of houses to maximize walking convenience. This sidewalk here carries you down to the back entrance of Lyman Moore and Lysouth schools via neighborhood trails, so the bus even gives you access to there from this neighborhood.
Just the asterisk ones, so those asterisk ones aren't for trying to get there'll be another bus at a different time. Did you fall over? I can fall over, it's okay, but if you fall over, it's a different story. Ray Street.
Neighborhood trails now help connect people to schools and also bus stops. Now we're taking a left onto Ray Street to serve this other side of the large North Deering neighborhood. Now we're going to be turning back left onto Washington Ave to continue towards downtown via the east end.
We're going to take the website out to the public. Next month or so, 2 months. The text and app features are going to be probably in 2016 at this point.
We will run straight down Washington Ave all the way to its intersection at Congress Street. Coming up to Przemska Street now, nearby to the DMV and Przemska Elementary School.
We're still going to make the trips that we still do every couple of trips.
This is my favorite part of the ride. Very nice and fast. Here we go. Wow.
Express mode. Really nice. Just kidding here.
I want to have a nice wife in the I want a nice house in the suburbs. A housewife.
Park, at least for our section and beyond.
Approaching Cumberland Ave at the foothills of Munjoy Hill. The school buses, the Portland High, in the afternoon used to go down Cumberland Ave, and now all buses will be going down Congress Street.
Have 7.5 minutes.
Congress Street.
Crossing Franklin Arterial, the busy and divided mini highway.
It is.
City Hall will be next. And Exchange Street.
Well, I want to do what's correct. I don't think I guess it's too smart things you don't necessarily learn in the classroom, I guess, right?
That's exactly what it is.
Okay, this is the City Hall stop, and I wanted to stop here for two reasons. One, I think we'll get out here if it's okay, because here we don't take up a lane of traffic as we do at the library. So
Throw Ed off.
yeah, Ed, get out first. The second reason is we wanted to illustrate that even though the library may be the time point, if you're a high school student, getting off here is smarter because it's right down there. So just wanted to illustrate that. At this point, I think we're done. Thank you very much for joining us today. Appreciate all you being here, and wish us luck.